What's going on? MVP Reviews here tonight, I guess, doing a movie review this time. My last couple of videos have been TV reviews, and I will get this up try to get this up tonight. It is 2:38 in the morning, so I'll try to get this up before I go to bed or as I go to bed tonight. I have another video downloading going up now. But this, of course, will be my review for this movie. If you don't know what movie this is, Logan, the X-Men movie. I saw it today, this afternoon at 1:20. I saw it in IMAX. First things right off the bat, this is not a must-see in IMAX. There's a couple movies that I'm in my reviews of the movies. I'll say that you should definitely go see them in IMAX. King Kong next week will definitely be one of those movies. If there's an IMAX theater around you. A lot of places don't have IMAX theaters. But if you have a theater next to you around you that's an IMAX, you should go see a couple movies in IMAX. This isn't one. I mean, it's better in IMAX. Any movie's going to be better in IMAX. But whatever. So, since that's out of the way, another thing to get out of the way real fast is if you really like this poster, like most everyone else in the world does, it's an amazing poster. This is an IMAX exclusive poster, so you can't buy these anywhere else. They hand these out for the IMAX if you go see it in IMAX. I work at the movie theater, so I actually do have big IMAX posters, massive ones that are the size of a wall. You get those if you request them at the theater, but that's just some cool shit that I have. I might actually show you guys one or two down the road. But so yeah. Now on to the movie. Okay. This movie is one of my top 5 comic book movies of all time. It is one of my top 1 or 2, I would go 1 or 2 favorite Marvel movies of all time, and that's all Marvel. That would be Marvel Studios, any Spider-Man, any Avengers, any. Not just X-Men. It is my favorite X-Men film. It is. Better than Deadpool. Better than, at least for me, this is all my opinion. Oh, okay, well, I'll say this in a minute, I guess. But, better than all other X-Men movies. Maybe, I mean, Civil War and Winter Soldier. I mean, I think it's better than, I don't know, I mean, those would be the 2 that I would have an issue with putting it above. Or not an issue with, but more of a difficulty. So now, moving forward, I will be talking about spoilers. This will be a spoilers review. So I told you my general thoughts of the movie. So that wasn't a spoiler. It's a fucking amazing movie. But moving forward, I will be getting into spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie Logan, which came out on the 3rd of March, 2017, do not watch any further. Sorry, because I will be talking spoilers. Okay, now that's out of the way. You need to see this movie. Like, will be talking to you guys as if you've seen this movie, okay? So, Logan dies. Biggest spoiler of the movie, he dies. Charles Xavier dies. I'm completely blanking on their albino friend, but he dies as well. I mean, this movie is just, it's just good. It's just really a good movie. The action in it is ridiculously awesome. The emotional beats are fantastic. I did not cry in this movie, but everyone around me, I saw it in a big theater, and everyone around me was crying. A guy who looked like he was 60 was crying. A person who was a little bit older than I was, late 20s, was crying. Yeah, it's just an emotional movie, especially the two big deaths, Charles Xavier, and then of course Logan at the end. Yeah, I mean, but like the emotional beats and the acting, Hugh Jackman in this movie. You knew going in that it was gonna be, for one, he said his final time as Logan, which this is the perfect end for Logan, I think. For him playing Logan, Wolverine. But you also knew going in that he wanted to play this Wolverine since Wolverine 2, X-Men United, or around then. Like, he's wanted to play this for a long time. This type, the R-rated, bloody, older version of Wolverine, and he crushed it. Oh, Jesus. Laura, yeah. That's the little girl, X-23. She's great as well. She does a very good job. She's very fierce when she needs to be, and very and in the end, she's not that emotional until the end, when she, the ending with when she's holding Wolverine's hand as he's dying. But and then one of my favorite parts of the whole movie is when she starts talking Spanish, and he's like, what the fuck? You can talk? I just love that scene. I mean, I don't even know where to begin with this movie. Like, I'm already halfway through my review, and I mean, I haven't talked about much, but I mean, just see the movie. You need to see the movie. If you're still watching this, I've spoiled the movie, so I apologize if you're still watching, but you shouldn't be. So yeah, it just like afterwards, my buddies, because I work at the theater that I saw it in, they're like, how was it? How was it? And I'm like, really good. And that's all I said for and first hour and a half, 2 hours after I saw it, when I was in the break room waiting for my shift. So yeah, I mean, just it does that to you. Like, it's just like, wow. And like one of my buddies who works there as well, he's like, yeah, I can't wait to see it. Like, and he walked into a theater that it was playing in, and he like started punching the wall. He was so excited, and it was the scene where Wolverine is fighting X-24, the other version of Wolverine, and he's like, it was like the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, well, yeah, but there's better action scenes than that too. I still think the best action scene of the movie, probably the end, when he takes the drugs and he goes berserk. But I also really like the second action scene, the one in the desert, when you first find out about the girl. I thought that scene overall, excluding the death scene, because I'll consider that like its own separate little scene. I thought that scene overall was probably the best scene of the movie. Like like that whole thing. From when Wolverine gets into the vehicle till whenever. But yeah, I mean, just and the death of Wolverine was handled such well, and so well. It's just such a good movie. Now, I would go. It's definitely in my top 5 comic book movies of all time. Putting it in my top 3, I I don't know. Let's see. Well, I mean, the Dark Knight door. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce my O's. So the Batman, the middle Batman one. You guys know which one I'm talking about. The Joker. Okay. That one's still gonna be my favorite comic book movie of all time. It just is. Um, I would say that this movie is the, I think a good definition of it is the Marvel's Dark Knight. I think it very easily could be. Um, Now I might get crucified. You might find someone on this after they see Logan might find my address somehow and kill me for saying this, but I might put Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition above it. Now that is strictly because I love Marvel. Do not get me wrong. I really like Marvel. I love the Marvel cinematic universe. I watched those movies the first weekend they come out. I don't see them opening night because I always work doing that because I work at a theater, as you know by now, and I always work opening night. So I worked last night when it opened, and I saw it the first chance I could in IMAX, which I'll do for King Kong this next Friday, and Beauty and the Beast the next Friday. That's, of course, if my shifts stay the same. Um, but, so yeah, but, I mean, I love Marvel movies, but I am a DC fan. I have always been a bigger DC fan. So I am definitely a bigger DC fan. So that's why I would put Batman vs Superman there. I really liked Batman vs Superman theatrical version, and I feel that the Ultimate Edition just is. So this. Don't get me wrong. I am not taking anything away from Logan. Logan is an unbelievable. The way that I explained it to anyone who hasn't seen the movie, because I'm the only one at my work who's seen the movie, they're all waiting to see it for free because I'm stupid and I pay for these. I'm an idiot, I know. But they're like, I said it's an unbelievable motion picture. I didn't say movie. I didn't say film. My definition is it's an unbelievable motion picture. Give Logan. I'm gonna give Logan an 8 point. You know what? I'm gonna go in the nines. I'm gonna give Logan a 9.1. Now you might say that's not a lot. I don't give tens, rarely, ever. So this is almost 15 minutes, guys. Peace.